Hello, this is Dr. Jeff Craig, Superintendent of the West Aurora Schools. Welcome to our 23-24 board recaps. Today we will recap the November board meetings beginning with our November 6th meeting. In information items, Mr. Dave Russell, our Assistant Director of Assessment, went through our building summative designations from the Illinois School Report Card. Mr. Russell explained how the numbers convert into rankings and thresholds. Several next steps were shared as there is more work to do. We need to make a few updates to our board policy book based on new information from the Illinois Association of School Boards. Updates to Policy 4.060 Operational Services, 5.120 Ethics, and 6.135 Accelerated Placement were shared and also approved at the November 20 meeting. Dr. Angie Smith, Assistant Superintendent of Operations, shared the annual bus leasing refresh information. This year, her team took a look at the cost of potentially purchasing some of the buses that need to be refreshed. We have to replace 27 large and 10 lift buses. The total estimated savings to buy would be about $700,000 over the life of the 5-year cycle. Dr. Smith presented this item again for discussion during the November 20 meeting, and the board will vote in December. Mr. Ryan Abrahamson, Director of Finance, presented the annual 2023 tax levy and the tax levy year 2023 abatement of taxes. The final approval of both of these items will be during the December 11 meeting so that Mr. Abrahamson can file the levy with the state by December 19th. Mrs. Ana Gonzalez, Director of Community Affairs, provided updates on some recent events such as the ribbon cutting for our Automotive Center and our Veterans Day events at many schools, including all school assembly at West High. In action items, the board approved the 2022-2023 annual financial reports for both the district and Hopewell Special Education, as they were presented previously. Now, on to our November 20 board meeting. In information items, Dr. Michael Smith, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, presented the draft school year calendar for the 2024-2025 school year. The dates fall in line with the pattern of previous years except for the start of school, which is pushed back a little later than normal due to the construction projects in several schools this next summer. November 5th next year will also be a non-attendance day to observe the election day. The board will approve this during the December meeting. In discussion items, Dr. Bob Halverson, Assistant Director of Grants and Accountability, presented 2 items that are the next steps in the summative designation process. The annual approval of our Title I school-wide plans for buildings that qualify were presented. The district also needs to approve the professional service agreement between the district and the American Institute for Research so they can provide further support to buildings depending on their summative designation. In action items, the board approved the secondary course proposals and changes as they had been previously presented by Mrs. Liz Wendell. The board approved the 2023 tentative tax levy. The board approved the professional service agreement between the district and the American Institute for Research as a result of our summative designations. And that's it for our November school board recap. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.